What I personally like to do is understand what's going on at the moment, what's working, what's not working. If it's really, really complex, and we are talking about those layers of complexity, I think the smartest way to do it is to bucket it a bit. So maybe first taking a look at the sales processes, the pre-sales processes, because a lot of times what happens is that, say for instance, there are 10 fields or 10 properties for industry. And what happens is that information is scattered across those fields. And unless there is an actual reason for there to be more than one or more than two industry fields for ICP segmentation purposes, I would get references from sales leadership, marketing leadership, maybe pre-sales leadership if there's any. Say, okay, what are you looking at? What are your reps actually looking at? How does this fit into the processes? Where does this information come from? Another big one is looking at all the integrations that are connected to HubSpot in this case, to really take a look at the tech stack of the business as a whole. And also, I think understanding how we ended up with the processes that we have in place at the moment is important, so you can know whose brain to pick. So, okay, this doesn't make sense to me. Who should I ask? Because that's something that can happen with over customization. The team gets to a point of, well, this is the way we do things. I don't know why or who set it up. As I mentioned earlier, change management, it's important to understand what they're doing at the moment, because in my experience, if you introduce, say, well, starting Monday, we're going to do things this way, that will probably not be very successful. You want to enable the teams to learn, give them time to ask any questions that they have, address any issues that they have, and also I like to involve people from the end user teams, let's say, to help us design the new processes and really understand what they're doing, because they are the ones who are in the CRM in HubSpot every day. We usually interface with the leadership team unless we do trainings or we do user acceptance testing, which we do as a part of the job, of course. My philosophy is that we do want processes in place to enable people to do their jobs more easily. The goal is the same for everyone: reduce expenses and win more deals. In order for, salespeople, marketers to be able to do that, it's critical that we do not add friction to that daily workflow. No process is perfect. RevOps processes are, I believe, iterative by nature. So I think it's really important to understand the current state of things, to find those friction points, to remove them. That's a very HubSpot notion, flywheel they call it, so that process can spin faster and faster.